How's it going, guys? So we've got a really short video for you, and that's mostly because I haven't been able to squeeze any extra information out of the devs. They are all working very hard at completing some very big or secret projects, so they can't spill any beans. But some beans were spilled early last week with some commits to a new weapon called the Minigun. Some of you may have catched it. I believe Shadow covered it. Since he does his video a day later than me, he actually got it in time, where I wasn't able to get the pictures until after my video. But here it is. It's the Minigun. So if you haven't seen it, this thing is crazy. It is awesome. And so a lot of questions probably about it, and there's very few things I can answer. However, I did speak to one of the team members, and they said do not quote them on it, so I'm not going to. But it should be a mountable and usable weapon, meaning you can walk around while carrying it. I don't know if there's special specifications, if it's going to make you slow, blah, 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 blah. No idea on that, but I do know it can be player used on foot, and there are plans to make it mountable. Now, does that mean to vehicles? Does that mean to aircraft? Does that mean only to your base? Does it mean anything you can build something on? I don't know. We're going to have to see, but that's the idea. There was always an idea for mountable turret, mountable gun encampments for Rust anyways, like this image here where you see the M249, but who knows? You know, we're just going to have to see. I couldn't squeeze any more details other than that, but this thing is totally awesome. This is also the very first weapon made by Taylor. So Taylor actually usually works on other stuff like the environment, and like he did the new horses we have, for an example. So this is his actual first gun in Rust that he has made, which I thought was actually quite cool as well. So moving on with this, I figured, you know, so we can actually have more than a 30-second video here. You know, I'm not surfing for 10 minutes where I can't get it though. There's a couple other guns that we haven't really seen pop in. So we've got, first of all, this Flamethrower. It's fully modeled, just wasn't implemented. I think heavy scientists were supposed to carry it with a low chance of drop. It's the military grade Flamethrower, so obviously this guy isn't going to be craftable. It just got put on indefinite hold and never popped back in. Then on the Instagram for Rust, we had this guy come out, which is basically a pipe or handcrafted LMG. And this thing's really cool. I asked the person who made it, they said they can't talk about it yet. So I don't know what that means, if it's tied to something bigger or if it's just not ready. Couldn't squeeze anything out of Hulk either. So that's a little bit unfortunate there. But maybe it's tied to this, the modular weapon systems. I don't know. As far as I know, that is pretty far off, like way after cars and HDRP and farming and all that stuff gets put back in, probably after the console version even. I don't know. We'll have to see. So one way or another though, there's that guy. And then lastly, if you look, the new fireworks that we got actually share the model with the old model made for the mortar. So this brought the question up in my head, hey, well, we got the fireworks working, mortars maybe still going to be a thing in the future? I tried asking help. Again, no answer on that one, unfortunately. But hey, there's still some guns in the pipeline. I'm super stoked for the minigun because I just want to see how this thing plays out, because depending how it is, it's going to be a crazy, crazy ordeal. And lastly, if you guys remember a long while ago, probably around the time the hot air balloon was coming in, I mentioned a spray can which was meant to be able to apply skins to large objects in game. That's how it was described to me. And I said, well, what's that mean? Things like vehicles, walls, whatever. And I did get the answer, yeah, something like boats, the hot air balloon, the cars in the future maybe. So this is probably what's going to be able to let us skin large objects like that. I know the boat is set up to be skinnable, and I know that the hot air balloon is set up to be skinnable. That's not something pushed to the public, but it's there in the files. So maybe now with cars coming out, they're working on the spray can again. These are, again, just animations from Alex. This doesn't mean Alex is finishing this right now. It's going to be programmed, but it just means that some more work is being put into it, and we'll still eventually probably see the spray can. Does this mean we can graffiti walls or put up wall paint or anything like that? I'm not sure. We'll just have to see what it means, but I'm definitely stoked for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time.